Welcome to the Louie File. You know, as a Christian, a church-going person, a Bible reader, you tend to hear a lot about the term law, like the Old Covenant law. And what is our relation to that? Today I wanted to just kind of share something with you that might help you understand this. You know, when you use the term law, in one way, the word law means how something works. For instance, if I drop an item, let go of it, it's going to fall to the ground, and gravity is going to make it hit the ground every single time. So people observed that, and they just defined that as gravity. So it's the law of gravity. It means that every time you drop something, it's going to fall to the ground, and the law is defining for us how it works. Now, if you take that idea and you think about creation and God and us and our place in this plan, lots of people say that everything was created out of nothing. You know, people that believe there is a God, they even say that God created everything out of nothing or from nothing. And I'm here to tell you the Bible does not teach us that. Let me read a verse for you from Hebrews. Hebrews 11 verse 3 tells us, it says, "By faith we understand that the worlds were prepared by the word of God, so that what is seen was not made out of things which are visible." So everything that we see, it wasn't created out of nothing in the general normal sense of the word nothing. It was created out of the invisible. It wasn't created out of the visible. Now, with that thought in mind, it came from the word of God. God said in the beginning, He said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Let the earth and the expanse, the earth and the sky be separated, and the water and the ground, and then, let there be fish, and let there be. So He was speaking. So His words, His creative words, were coming out of God. So everything we see around us, and you can see this in Romans chapter 1, all of creation reveals something to us about God. Well, why? Because it all came out from Him. It didn't come out of nothing. It came out from Him. Now, with that in mind, if you jumped over to 1 John 5, you'll discover the Bible tells us that God is love. So what does that mean? Well, that means that everything that is visible and even invisible originated in love, came out from love. And it was designed to operate according to love. You know, in Colossians 1, it tells us that Jesus is the image of the invisible God, and everything was made, created by Him, and through Him, and for Him. So everything was designed by love, created by love. It was created for love, came out from love. So all of creation, coming from this God who is love, back to the term law, how something works, love is how it works. That's how everything that is created out here that we see was meant to operate. So when the religious leaders or someone came to Jesus and said, "Jesus, what is the greatest commandment?" And notice what his answer was. He said, "The greatest commandment is love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength." And there's another one that's like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. And he said, on these two, all the law and the prophets hang. In other words, love is what fulfills the law. Love is how everything that came out from this God who is love is designed to operate. So, with that being said, everything that is not of love is broken law. If I'm not loving God and loving my neighbor, then I am in some way or the other breaking the law. The very manner by which I was created and designed to operate has now had a wrench thrown in it. Like something in the clog of the wheel has stopped or prevented me from fulfilling the purpose of my design. Pretty amazing. I mean, it's very simple, actually. God, who is love, spoke everything into existence. Everything was designed to operate by, for, through, and as Him. It's all an expression of His love. Of course, the fall, right? The fall brought in some darkness and some disobedience and rebellion, so it all started to fall into trouble. So Jesus Christ came here, God himself, in the form of man. And at one point, I think it's in John 14, Philip, I believe it was, he said, well, Jesus, just show us the Father and that'll be enough. And Jesus said, how long have I been with you? If you've seen me, you've seen the Father. So Jesus himself, the human being, was the exact expression of God. He was the image, the physical expression of the invisible God who is love. Wow. Amazing. So love is the way we were designed to work, and anything that isn't of love is broken law. So keep that in mind. Don't get too tangled up in all the little bitty outer rules. Just learn to love God, and through that you will learn to love your neighbor. Till next time, I'll see you later.